Peter Braunstein. Warning letter, infamous NYC kidnapper says he would kill if released.
Tonight's next crime story comes from New York, where convicted kidnapper and sex offender Peter Braunstein has resurfaced with a chilling letter from prison. Braunstein is serving 18 years to life for a notorious 2005 attack in which he impersonated a firefighter to gain access to a former colleague's apartment, then drugged, bound, and sexually assaulted her for more than 13 hours. In a handwritten message to the New York Post, Braunstein reportedly said he does not want to be released and warned that he would kill if he were ever freed. The original crime shocked New York. Braunstein, a former fashion journalist, disguised himself as a firefighter on Halloween night in 2005. That disguise helped him get inside the victim's apartment. Once inside, prosecutors said he drugged, restrained, and sexually abused her for hours. Then he fled. He was captured about 2 months later in Tennessee. The case became infamous because of the planning, the costume, the victim selection, the access deception, the escape, and the fear that followed. Braunstein's warning comes as New York debates parole reform. The letter referenced proposed measures in Albany, including elder parole and fair and timely parole legislation, which critics say could give some violent offenders earlier release opportunities. Braunstein reportedly wrote that he has no desire to be freed and described himself as dangerous. He is eligible for parole hearings, though reporting says he missed his last scheduled hearing in 2025. This story is not just about one offender. It is about a public safety debate. Who deserves a second look? Who remains dangerous? How should parole boards evaluate risk? And what happens when the prisoner himself says release would be a threat?
Why would a prisoner say he should not be released?
It is unusual, but it can happen when someone wants attention, fears release, or genuinely believes they remain dangerous. Either way, parole boards must rely on evidence, evaluations, and victim safety.
How the case returned to the spotlight. First, Braunstein committed the 2005 kidnapping and sexual assault. Second, he was convicted and sentenced to 18 years to life. Third, he became eligible for parole consideration. Fourth, New York parole reform debates continued. Fifth, Braunstein sent a letter warning he would kill if released. Sixth, public attention returned to the original victim and public safety concerns. What to watch? 1. Future parole hearings. 2. Whether Braunstein appears before the board. 3. Whether victim advocates respond. 4. Whether the letter influences parole reform debate. 5. Whether prison officials conduct additional risk evaluations.
Peter Braunstein is not asking for freedom. He is warning against it. The infamous New York kidnapper says he would kill if released, turning his prison letter into a disturbing new chapter in a case that already terrified the city once before.